Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Jenny Agustin with my student number 2024-32041. And in this time, I would like to explain about my practicum report in Computer Network Laboratorium. And this material is about data link layer. Let's get started with the table of content. So we're gonna talk about the chapter 1 is introduction, chapter 2 theoretical basis, and chapter 3 is discussion, and the last chapter is conclusion. And we gonna talk a lot of material. There are theoretical basis of the protocol, data communication, network criteria, physical network structure, protocol layer, TCP/IP protocol, OSI model, nodes and link, data link control, DLC protocol, technology and the data link layer, media access protocol, and the last one is transmission media. And also we don't forget to talk about practicum that we have already done. Let's get started about the first material, that is basic protocol theory. Fundamentally, a protocol is a formal set of rules and procedures that have been agreed upon and standardized to govern how two or more devices in a network can communicate, transfer data, and interact. And there are several important aspects of protocol, namely the first one is syntax, 2 semantics, and 3 timings. And the next material is about data communication. So, data communication is the process of transmitting and receiving digital information between two or more devices via a transmission medium. There are several criteria that can prove the quality of data communication. So, the first one is delivery, accuracy, timeliness, jitter. And also, as you can see, we already display how two PC can communicate. And based on the image above, the components of data communication are as follows. The first one is message, sender, receiver, transmission medium, and protocol. And there are three basic modes in the data flow, namely simplex, half duplex, and full duplex. And for the next material is about network criteria. There are three criteria for a good network, and for the first one is performance. Performance can be measured in many ways, including transit time and response time. And the number two is reliability. Network constraints are measured by the frequency of failures, the time required for links to recover from failures, and resilience of the network in the event of a disaster. And the third one is security. Network security issues including protecting data from unauthorized access, protecting data from corruption and development, and many more. And the fourth material is about physical network structure. A network is a two or more devices connected via links or communication paths that transfer data from one device to another. And there are two types of connection. There are point-to-point and multi-point. For the first one is point-to-point. Point-to-point is a connection that provides a dedicated link between two devices, and multi-point is a connection where more than two devices share a single link. And we're also gonna talk about the protocol layer. The protocol layer is the protocol used when we use complex communication because we need to divide tasks among different layers. Some important reasons for the protocol layer as follow. For the first one is breaking down complex tasks into simpler ones. And number two is modularity. If the encryption system is not secure, Anne and Maria can simply replace the second layer machine. And the third one is flexibility. Anne and Maria can purchase encryption machine from different manufacturers as long as the input or output results are the same. And for the fourth one is separating services and implementation. And the next material is about TCP or IP protocol. In communication between two hosts using the TCP/IP model on a small network consisting of three LANs connected by a router and each having a switch, each device plays a role at a different layer according to its function. And thus the communication process from computer A to computer B involves sending data through various layers in a device, where each layer has a specific function that ensures the data reaches its destination correctly, even though each network segment may use different physical protocols and links. And as you can see in the picture above, this is the description about the TCP/IP models. And in this model, we have like 5 layers. For the first one is physical layers, and the second one is data link layer, network layer, transport layer, and the last one is application layer. And also, there is a model named OSI. The main purpose of the OSI model is to show how to facilitate communication between different systems without needing to change the basic. And this model has 7 layers. For the first layer consists of physical media, signal, and cables. And the second layer consists of physical address, error detection, and frames. Third layer, logical address or IP. Layer 4 involves TCP or UDP. And layer 5 manage communication session. 6 consists of data format. 7 consists of user application. And next about the nodes and link. Nodes are active devices that can send, receive, or forward data on a network. And let's move to the next material, that is data link control. Framing is the process of wrapping data from the upper layer or network layer into frames so that it can be sent over a link. And framing is the important thing to do because if data is sent as long bits, the receiver will not know where a packet begins and the end. And next about the DLC protocol. High-level data link control, or HDLC, is a bit-oriented protocol used for communication over point-to-point and multi-point links. HDLC is the basis of many modern LAN protocols, and HDLC support 2 main operating models: the normal response model and asynchronous balance mode. And the next material is technology at the data link layer. For the first one is error detection and correction, MAC address, hub, bridge, and switch. A hub is physical layer device that is not intelligent because it broadcasts to all ports. And a bridge operates at the data link layer and can filter frames based on MAC address. And switch is the advanced version of a bridge with multiple ports capable of switching frames more effectively. And the next material is media protocol. There are 2 media protocol. For the first one is random access and the second one is control access. And also we talk about transmission media. Transmission media are physically or wireless paths used to carry information in the data from electrical, optical, and electromagnetic signal from the sending device to the receiving device. And there are two classified of transmission media. For the first one is guided media and the second one is unguided media. And here we are, we're gonna talk about the practicum that I've already done. And first thing first, I'm gonna explain about the software that I've used. So this communication network or computer network practicum use Cisco Packet Tracer software, and this application has several features or components. For the first one is routers, hubs, switches, wireless device, connection and device, one emulation, custom-made device, and multi-user connection. But in this practicum, I only use a few elements, namely hubs, switches, wireless device, and connection. Routers hubs are hardware that connect various devices within the network, and switches. I already mentioned it before. It has the same work as the hub, but it can be advanced or effectively because it can communicate to the PC that we already set. So we don't have to check it one by one about what is the right PC. And in this practicum, we have three tasks. For the first one is creating a network topology with 3 PC and 1 switch. As you can see on the screen, first step that we have to do is we select end device, then select PC PT and input 3 PCs into the work canvas. And next we select switches, just the one named switch PT. And we have to select the connection type and we choose copper straight through, which is a straight cable. And we have to connect it, the PC and switch using the straight cable as shown in the image below. And the most important thing to connect the PC so they can communicate, we need to determine the IP address and subnet mask. To do this, click the PC icon, then select desktop and choose IP configuration. We choose static IP configuration so that the IP address does not change. And this is to facilitate the analysis and troubleshooting. So we have to set the IP address of PC0 to 192.168.1.1 and the subnet mask is automatically set. For the other PC, the IP address please increment plus n plus 1 for each PC. So make sure the last number of the IP address on each PC is different so that there are no communication or data transmission error. So this is how it goes. We choose the static IP configuration and set the number of IP address and the subnet mask is already gonna set automatically. And next, we have to make sure that this communication is going well. And we have two ways to make sure that. For the first one is using command prompt. How we gonna use that? So click the PC icon, then select the desktop menu and choose command prompt. And for example, if we want to communicate between PC0 and PC1, we need to remember their IP address because we communicate with IP address. And the second step is by performing a simulation. If the simulation is successful, a check mark will appear when the message returns to the sender of device. And the next one is network topology with 4 PC and 2 hubs. Same as the previous practicum, first we select the PC and we choose 4 PC because we need 4, and we select hub and we choose 2 hub. And as you can see, if we already choose all of them, it will appear like the picture above. And both of the devices are labeled PT because they are specially designed to be fully compatible with simulation and Cisco packet tracer. And next, select the connection, then choose copper straight through, which is a straight cable. And next, if the PC hub are successfully connected, it will look like the image above, indicated by the green indicator light. And next, we need to connect the hubs each other. Since we are connecting two similar devices, we will use a different type of cable than before, and it's namely copper crossover cable. And same as the previous practicum, to connect PC, we also have to set the IP address and subnet mask. And if you're done, we have to check again if the connection is successfully or not. And we can do the same thing. For the first one is using command prompt, and the second one is using simulation. And if you see this output like on the screen, then it means you successfully connecting two devices. And the next practicum is network topology with two PC and one access point. Well, actually, I think this practicum is a bit different than two that we have already done before because we used wireless device, so we don't need connection or cable and just a device that we gonna use. And for the first one is the same. We select the PC and we choose two because we need two and one access point. And both devices are labeled PT because as same as I already told before. And next, since there are wireless devices, we must add the wireless module available on the PC to the slot on the device. As you can see in the screen, that I've already named it red. Now it's time to pair the device. Pairing is done by turning off the PC first. The PC is turned off so that no accident occurring during pairing, such as electric shock. To do this, click the red power button, and when the PC is turned off, the indicator light which was originally green will turn off. After the PC is turning off, insert the wireless module into the PC, and this is how we do that. Just drag just, just drag that module to the blank area on the PC. And next, connect the two PC, and we need to match the IP address again and subnet mask to do this. And the actually how to do that is actually the same as the previous practicum. And if the communication flow appears as a dot line like the picture as shown in the image, it means the PC are successfully connected. And this is when they talk each other or send the data each other. It will look like this, and it means you already successful connecting those two PC with one access point. And as a closing statement, this is the conclusion of this practicum, and maybe I will show the reference that I use in this uh, file, maybe. And for the first one is Frozen, and second one, the book from Susilawati, and the third one is Wahyudi. And actually, the main reference is the first reference, the book named Data Communication and Networking with TCP/IP Protocol site. And all of the image that I appear in the theory module is actually from those books. So I think those material already I told before, and I hope this material can understand by all of the audience easily because I'm not really good to speak in English. So I think that's all I can tell. Thank you for listening and see you to the next video. Bye bye.